What's up, guys? Welcome back to Man Cave Collectible Reviews, coming at you this week with a figure review. Today we're going to take a look at one of my favorite lines, maybe my favorite modern line, the new Mafex Classic Captain America. So this one just came in from our friends over at BBTS, Big Bad Toy Store. There's a link in the description of this video. You can click there, go get your Mafex figures. But today we're here to take a look at this one. Really excited about it. A lot of times Mafex gives me what I consider my definitive figure for particular characters. They've done many figures that in my mind are the best figures for that particular character on the market. Let's see if Captain America meets that standard. Looking at the box, kind of made out like a comic book. You know, we got a little bit of product imaging down here. We can see most everything that he comes with there in the actual box from the packaging. Spinning around to the side, continues with that comic book appearance there with the head up top. Got the shield down at the bottom, additional product imaging. And then coming around to the back, you have a lot of the product imaging showing the different head options, the shield, different poses. This guy looks fantastic from what we can see here. And then on the last side of the box here, we do have a little additional product imaging along with that Captain America red, white, and blue logo. Let's go ahead and get this figure out of the packaging and see what we got. Alright guys, so we got Cap out of the packaging and I really like what I see so far. I love the proportions of this guy. Mafex nailed it. The paintwork, really nice, as typical with Mafex. We're going to take a look at the accessories. Alright, so the first thing we'll take a look at is the shield. Looks fantastic. Really nice glossy paint job to this. Definitely gives it that metallic look. That vibranium look, I believe is what this thing's made of. So this one comes with the shoulder straps, so we can strap this on his back and have it look like he's kind of wearing the shield. So yeah, I really like this one, probably the way I'll pose him. Got another shield identical to the first one. However, this one is made for him to carry on his arm, like we see so often. It's got this strap's a little bigger, a little smaller here on the other one, so you get his forearm through and his hand through. Got an additional head sculpt here. We got the Steve Rogers head sculpt, that classic comic book head sculpt. Yeah, nice yellow blonde hair. So this one actually comes with the full neck. So that way, you know, here on this neck, it's blue. It's a suit all the way up the neck and runs into the head. And this one, they did a good job. Threw us another, neck piece as well as the unmasked head. So it fits in better. Now also with that, they gave us the cowl. So the cowl, I think you gotta pop this head off, drop the cowl over, then pop the head back on, and you'll have, the cowl hanging there on the back of his neck, like you would imagine if he were to unmask himself. And then the final head sculpt here is the angry, mad sculpt. So you can see there he's kind of gritting those teeth. Yeah, it looks really nice. And we hadn't looked at it yet, but obviously you can see out of the packaging, it comes with a very stoic face. So we'll run through the hand options first. So this is a hand that you can actually peg the shield to and make it look like, these pegs hold the shield. Look like he's throwing it left or right side. We got open hands. I think people call these jazz hands. So we got his open hands. A couple gripping hands or getting ready to grip hands, kind of semi-open. You could also use these kind of like a relaxed pose. Again, some additional relaxed looking hands. This would be your holding hands. So if you wanted to use some type of custom accessories such as guns or weapons, you could do that. This also would be a really good hand for holding the shield. And then we've got another pair of, I guess you'd call this gripping hands as well, but the hole in his fingers is much smaller than the last set. So this one, he doesn't necessarily come with anything that I'm seeing that he would be able to use those hands for to hold. But from a custom standpoint, I'm sure there's things out there that he could grab and hold on to. All right, so just real quick figure comparison here. We've got 20 years Marvel Legend, Captain America, and the SH Figuarts MCU. Captain America, you can see SH always runs a little bit on the small side. Mafex, actually a little small here in comparison to the Marvel Legends Captain America. This, to me, may be the best Marvel Legends Captain America they've ever done. But yeah, it stacks up fairly close to this guy. Marvel Legends slightly bulkier, just a hair taller. I think if he was mixed in with other Marvel Legends, probably wouldn't notice that much. And then to throw in a Mafex Cyclops, you can see about the same size. Body's very, very similar in size. So obviously if you're a Mafex collector, he's gonna look fantastic on your shelf. So let's go ahead and bring this guy in for his close-up. I wanna show you guys a few little details here. I really, really like the way they've done the scales here on this figure. Really detailed here, scales all throughout the upper body here. Everything is sculpted in. So even, I'm trying to tell, even it feels like there's a little sculpt even between the stripes here on the lower part of the suit. Star sculpted in. There's a close-up of the face. See if we can get that. Yeah, there you go. Face looks really good, nice stoic face. It does have some black wash all throughout the figure, mainly in the pants, not so much up top. I'm not seeing any black wash. However, there's a little bit of a blue wash in the arms. So even though this may be showing up very white on the camera, there is a little bit of blue washed into kind of the biceps and upper forearms there. No blue wash in the whites here. No blue wash. Actually, maybe a little blue wash there in the star. So yeah, it looks really good. A little bit of black wash into the upper portion of the shoes across the top of the toe. So they did a really good job. They really added in some details into the paintwork here with this guy that I really like. A little bit of black wash on the back side of the scales here. So interesting, no black wash on the front side from what I can tell, but definitely a little bit into the detail, kind of into the back muscles here. We do have those nice butterfly joints here. As far as the articulation, I mean, you're really looking double jointed elbows there, your typical articulation at the wrist. Those butterfly joints are amazing. You have lower neck and upper neck articulation. Got pegs there in the pelvic hip area. We get a lot of range of motion here in the torso. Oh, so a little bit loose there. That peg's a little loose. I mean, it snaps in, you feel it snap in, but if you come too far with it, it does, yeah, it just slides right out. So, but I mean, you still have a lot of room for movement, a lot of room for movement there in the lower chest. Double jointed knees, as we typically see. One thing, and this is an area of critique, it'd be really nice to have a cut right here or a cut up under the boot. This will not rotate on either side. So any rotation you're going to get is going to have to come down here at the ankle, at the pivot in the ankle. You know, you get a lot of articulation down there at the ankle area, but it is a little bit hindered by the way this boot kind of comes down you know, kind of into a triangle into the boot. So it does kind of hinder any outward articulation on this guy. But it would have been really nice to have a cut, you know, right there in the calf area. That would have made a big difference on this guy. So I went ahead and popped on the shield onto the back so we can take a look at that. Looks really, I mean, it looks really, really good. I love the way that looks. I will tell you, these are not glued in. So the way to get it on is you're gonna pop the strap out of the peg there, if you can see that. That is really loose. On mine, the two that popped out, and I assume this is probably normal, the bottom on the left side and the top on the right side, you pop them out, you just run his arms through, pop them back in. Now, I will tell you, if you start messing with or manipulating that, those are gonna pop out super easy. They are not in there very tight. They don't really, you don't even have to force them in. So they're held very lightly. So I would say, kind of get it in the pose you want it. I think if you're not messing with him on a shelf looking nice, you're gonna have no problem. All right, we'll get that Steve Rogers head on there with the cowl laid back. I really, really, really like this look. This is nice. Probably not the way I'm gonna display him. I'll probably do the stoic face, but this is a really, really nice look for him. We don't see this a whole lot. I know the Marvel 20 years, the one that I had up that I did the size comparison on, has a very similar feature here, but this one, man, this one just looks really good. And then last but not least, you can hold the shield this way. You just run the arms through. I actually didn't put the other hand in, but there's a hand that you can actually slide into that second strap there and it'll hold it even better. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of show you how that looked with him holding the shield. All right, guys, so that is a quick review there of Captain America by Mafex. Again, got this from Big Bad Toy Store. Link down in the description. Go there, it helps the channel out when you use that link. Get your Mafex figures and plenty others from Big Bad Toy Store. I appreciate you guys checking out the review. Drop a comment down below, hit the like button if you're not subscribed to the channel. Love to have you as part of the Man Cave Collectible Review team. That's it for today. Until next time.